It's week 1 of the 2042 season, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Thunderbirds and the Nighthawks, and it's coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They'll look to throw again. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
That one knocked away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side, he's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Play 10 of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The Thunderbirds getting their punter out there. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, like, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll throw out of the gun. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Nighthawks punt team. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Thunderbirds offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a give on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. Now, faking the give. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end.
That one, taken in. Touchdown, Thunderbirds.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Thunderbirds have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Nighthawks offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Thunderbirds offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is intercepted. And the Nighthawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The Nighthawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Thunderbirds offense ready to get back to work. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. On the return is Jones. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Nighthawks offense ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing now from the gun. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
To the right side here, pass is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
I can appreciate the idea of keeping the play alive, right? Giving as much time as possible to your targets to uncover downfield. But you also have to play to your strengths. You got to know the type of player that you are. In this case, doesn't have quite enough speed to get away and probably should have just thrown it away.
Hunter out there for the Thunderbirds, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Nighthawks offense headed back to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They bring the tight end in motion. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He's got a man. That's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Back to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up there to Cooper.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. No issues there. This one is good. And the Thunderbirds will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
At their own 30-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll get started across the Atlantic in the Irish capital of Dublin. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The final, 23-14. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Jones now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The home team's offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, they'll send in the field goal unit. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this stays a 2-score game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. handoff here, up the middle, and that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Thunderbirds move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive, as they'll begin here with first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's going to be taken down at the 37. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Following the penalty, they'll run it. He'll get maybe 4 there. It'll bring up 2nd and long.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff running right. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Now a run on 1st down. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Nighthawks. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The return starts from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Third and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The defense has got it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Thunderbirds offense and their running back. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So we might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
This team's offense getting set to get back to work, and they have done all you could ask for, closing in on a road victory to start the campaign as they try to finish things off here in quarter number 4. Now, faking the give. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll look to throw again. A throw on the move is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Back to the air one more time. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on fourth down.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Right back to him on first down. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. Third down, 3 to go. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
The Nighthawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot down the field. Back to the air once more on second down. And that ball incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll try to hit him with a screen.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. The Thunderbirds offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. They'll turn and hand this one off. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Back to throw. Now a timeout for injury. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Thunderbirds up their lead. It's now 24-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Nighthawks offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Powerful running there. Stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Nearly gave the ball back to his offense with a short field to work with. And tell you what, if I'm this defensive coordinator, I'm going to have all my guys on the jugs machine this week after practice, because when the quarterback gives you a gift like that, you've got to come away with that pick.
And this is going to work out. They get the 1st down. It was 4th and 4, a little risk, but it pays off. They'll try to set up the screen here. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Thunderbirds offense ready to come back out for this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And this is going to work out. He's got it. the first down at the 38-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Vancouver first down.
So it's a win for our visitors. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.